In 2022, a 16-year-old posted a 9-minute video on YouTube. No budget, no crew, no studio. 3 years later, A24 handed him a feature film. A single room, yellow walls, wet carpet, fluorescent lights that buzz like they're alive. No windows, no exits, no people, just more rooms. The image first appeared on 4chan in 2019 with a caption that read, and I'm quoting this directly, "If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms." Nobody knows who took that photo. Nobody knows what building it was in. And that's exactly why it broke the internet. But here's the part of this story that most people don't know. The reason this isn't just another creepypasta that faded into the internet graveyard, the reason we're talking about it today is because of one kid, a teenager, sitting in his bedroom with a laptop and a dream and absolutely zero permission from Hollywood. His name is Kane Parsons, and in January 2022, he uploaded a video called The Backrooms Found Footage to a channel called Kane Pixels. He was 16 years old. Watch what he actually built. The camera never quite stabilizes. That's not a technical limitation. That's a deliberate choice. He's keeping you from ever feeling anchored. The lights don't just flicker. They breathe. The corridors recede in a way that feels geometrically wrong, not because the VFX are broken, but because he's engineered a space that your brain can't resolve. A 16-year-old, free software his bedroom. And it looks like this. The video hit millions of views in days. Then, tens of millions. Then, and this is where the story gets insane, 190 million views across the series. A 16-year-old had accidentally created one of the most watched horror universes on YouTube. And he'd done it in his bedroom. Now, here's where you need to pay attention. Because what happened next doesn't happen. Not really. Not like this. A24, the studio behind Hereditary. Midsommar. Everything Everywhere All at Once. The studio that basically owns prestige horror right now, they called. And they didn't just want the rights to the Backrooms IP, they wanted Kane. The kid. They wanted a 19-year-old YouTube creator to direct his first feature film. For them. Think about what that means for a second. No film school, no industry contacts, no short film circuit, just a YouTube channel, a work ethic, and an idea that hit so hard that one of the most respected studios in Hollywood had no choice but to come find him. And the movie? It drops May 29th, 2026. Theaters. Wide release. So what is the actual movie about? Here's what we know, and what we suspect. And trust me, the line between those two things is exactly where this movie lives. Chiwetel Ejiofor plays Clark, a furniture store owner. Ordinary guy. Ordinary life. And then one day, in the basement of his showroom, he finds a door that shouldn't exist. He steps through, and he's in there. The backrooms. Endless rooms. Yellow carpet. Fluorescent buzz. No sky. No exit. And the longer you're in there, the more the place starts to remember you. And here's the line from the trailer that's going to live in your head, rent-free. Clark's narration in the trailer says something that reframes the entire premise. The backrooms, he tells us, don't build things, they remember them. And the more times the place remembers something, the less of it remains. The space isn't constructing a maze around you. It's trying to recall one. And it's forgetting as it goes. The place forgets what it remembers. The rooms get emptier the more it tries to recall them. The backrooms aren't just a maze. There's something that's losing its mind around you. And then there's Renate Reinsve. She plays Mary Klein, Clark's therapist, who at some point has to go in after him. A therapist, going into a dimension built from collective human anxiety, liminal dread, and the specific psychological horror of spaces that feel wrong. That casting is not an accident. The rest of the ensemble, Mark Duplass, Finn Bennett, Lukita Maxwell, Avan Jogia, We don't know their full roles yet. And that feels very deliberate. A24's marketing has been almost aggressively vague. The first teaser had 0 humans in it. Just rooms. Just hum. Just yellow. Which, honestly, respect. Okay, I need to stop for a second. Because there's something about this story that nobody is really talking about. And it changes the way you should look at this movie. Kane Parsons didn't create the Backrooms. He didn't invent the yellow rooms. He didn't write the original creepypasta. He was 13 years old when that 4chan photo was uploaded. What Kane did, what actually made him a director, was look at something everyone else had already seen and make you feel it for the first time. He took a static image, a meme, a joke about being stuck in an empty room, and he made it terrifying, with free software, in his bedroom. So the question the A24 movie is really asking, underneath all the horror and the liminal dread and the Oscar-nominated cast, is this. What does it mean to be lost in a place that was never meant to hold you? And here's the twist that I think the movie is building toward, the thing the trailer is hiding in plain sight. Clark doesn't just find the door. Clark is the reason the door exists. In the original Kane Pixels lore, the Backrooms are shaped by the people inside them. The space responds to consciousness. The longer someone is in there, the more the rooms rearrange around their memories, their fears, their mind. A furniture store owner, a man literally surrounded by rooms for a living, stepping into an infinite space of empty rooms? That's not random. That's a man falling into himself. His therapist doesn't go in to save him. She goes in because she realizes the Backrooms might not be a place at all. It might be him. Look, we don't have all the answers yet. We're 6 weeks out from release and A24 is doing what A24 does, which is tell you just enough to make you need to see it. But what we do know is this. On May 29th, a 20-year-old kid who started making horror videos in his bedroom is going to have his name on a full theatrical release from one of the best studios working today. He's the youngest director in A24 history. That story alone, forget the yellow walls, forget the fluorescent lights, forget the entities, that story is the most surreal thing the internet has ever produced. And somewhere out there, there's another kid, probably 15, 16 years old, making something in their bedroom right now that we haven't seen yet, that we don't have words for yet. Don't clip into the wrong room.